Alright there, ladies and gentlemen, RB Sharp here for SP Airsoft to do another gun review. This time around, as you can tell, gun's slightly bigger than I'm normally reviewing, but this is, it's a nice little piece of kit and I thought it deserved some screen time. This, of course, is my primary AEG. This is my G&P URX shorty. It's an SR16. Which basically is just another variant of the M4/M16. Bought this second hand, so I didn't buy it new, but I have to admit, cracking little gun, love it to bits. But let's get on with the review. Let's do structural breakdown, as of course, metal versus plastic components. So, internals, all metal. Externals, we've got the majority of this is metal, apart from the stock. The stock back here is of course plastic. Rail covers, plastic as well, but they didn't come with the gun. In fact, get metal flip-up sights and stuff like that. Just to let you know, I'm just going to point out a few things. First of all, which didn't come with the gun, the handle, or carry handle, didn't come with the gun. The Mad Bull grenade launcher did not come with the gun, it's an add-on, and the two rail covers did not come with the gun. The rest of it did, and those are the bits I'm going to be focusing on. But in structural review, mostly metal. It is quite a heavy little gun, but is beautiful nonetheless. Let's go to pros and cons then. Pros. The fire rate on this thing is fucking scary. Now, this is my first ever G&P gun, and it probably won't be my last, because the performance is superb. The fire rate using a standard 9.6 nunchuck battery, which fits in the stock, is ridiculous. I would let you guys hear it, but I have to actually find the battery, so I will probably pause the video, find the battery, put it in, and then let you guys hear it, because I actually don't use the inside of the stock for the battery. I have two really big batteries, which I attach to the side of it using a dump pouch. So, it is wired for DINs when you get it, so there's no problems there. That's another pro, obviously. Good weight to it. I would pick it up and manhandle it like I normally do with my guns, but I've just got it to sit there nicely, and I don't really want to. Range on it and the hop-up unit are both really good. The hop-up is a little panicky. It takes a little dialing in, but once you've dialed it in, there's not a problem. You don't get a single drop beep, which I really like about it. It has, of course, the top full metal rail cover, which of course gives you quite a freedom. I mean, there is like 4 rails on this. You've got rail covers covering these two. But you've got full rail system, bottom, top, and sides. Plenty of accessories you can attach to this. Because it's an M4, you can use any multitude of aftermarket parts on this. As you can see, I've got a Mad Bull grenade launcher on mine, just because, again, I'm a CQB player, so when I'm defending a base and somebody runs through a door, they get that in the face. It's fun, and what's not to like about a propane-powered grenade launcher? Gotta love it. Has full trades, of course. This has got the stoner written on it. All your parts, metal. That's about it. Cons. I don't actually have a lot of cons for this gun. My only real issue is the standard batteries that are supposed to run this gun, which are the 9.6 milliamp, I think it's like 2000 milliamp batteries that come with it, that are nunchuck designed to fit in the stock, and there's like 3 sections to it. They suck. They suck out loud. This gun, the guy who previously owned it ran it on lipos, didn't have a problem. I don't use lipos. I don't really like them, and I prefer my batteries just to have a simple charger, not any of these stupid balanced charger nonsense. But that's just my personal preference. The standard nunchuck batteries suck out loud. The fire rate, I literally drained a battery within 2 games, which is kind of disturbing considering a game lasts for like half an hour to 45 minutes. So do the math. Not great. However, if you get one of the higher voltage, like the 2500 or the 3000 milliamp batteries, they tend to work better. But again, they don't fit in the stock, so you have to come up with other ways to do it. Other cons I can think of. Again, the hop up needs a wee bit of adjusting to wire in, but other than that, it's fine. That's about it, really. It is a cracking little gun, and if you've ever had a G&P gun before, they are internally definitely a different breed from your standard, like your SEMAs, or you know, they're hardier. They're lipo ready, and it's a brilliant little gun. It is my primary AEG. I used to use a SEMA Beta Spetsnaz as my primary, but this thing has never let me down. So again, I'll just flip it. You can see the other side, where the ejection port is. I'll just give you a quick tour. But that's it, really. I mean, you've got your full trades again, Knight's armament. You've got your full URX upper rail carbine system. You've got, of course, your ejection port, which I have to pull back with two hands. But there you go. That's it. Trying to move this with one hand while holding the camera is a little tricky. But yeah, that's it. Don't have a problem. I would just suggest, if you're ever going to pick up a G&P gun like this, and I mean, this one I got because I'm CQB, and it is of course the shorty, so it is a smaller version. But it is an amazing little gun, and the actual shorty comes with a set of flip-up sights, not just that one. That's just the one I left on it. There is another flip-up sight that comes with it. You can pick it up at Land Warrior. I think they currently have them in stock, but that can change depending on when you watch this video. But yeah, I'm now going to go grab the battery and give you guys a quick blast of the fire rate on this thing, and that'll be it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I've temporarily wired in one of the basic batteries. That's what I was referring to when I was talking about nunchuck batteries. That's the 2000 battery designed for the stock. Fits in the stock fine, but it is a pain in the ass because of the fire rate. And to address an issue that has been brought up by people messaging me, talking about, oh, why don't I ever tell the FPS rates of a gun? I do. It's in the comments. It's in the description. All the information on the gun, where to get it, its specs are in the description. I don't really want to bore people with that bit of stuff, but in this instance I will appease you and give you the FPS of this gun, which is mine. My gun runs, last time it was chronoed, it runs about 346 feet per second, which is exactly 4 FPS under the legal limit. So this gun, G&P guns are pretty tightly close to that 350 limit. So if your sight is CQB or indoor, or one of those sites that has a floating limit where they decide what the limit is for that day, then this might not be the gun for you. On average, this gun throws out 346 to 348. So it's very close, but my sight lets me use it as long as I make sure I chrono it every morning I use it. That way there's no chance in it, obviously, and I have to warm up the gun to make sure that nothing goes wrong. But cracking little gun. Of course, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a basic fire rate. I did mention this fire rate on this thing is quite scary, so this is semi, bog standard. But then you've got auto. Now, as you can see on here, that's it. That's pretty much the gun. That is why I use it as my primary. It is a beautiful little gun. Good high rate of fire on it. Good range and a nice hop-up unit. Granted, I'm sure there's plenty of you out there saying, oh, well, those can all be done better with TM, or, you know, you could do it yourself, you equip mad bullshit into it. I'm not one of those people. I don't love, you know, having a gun that I like the look of and then fucking tinkering with it constantly to make it this sort of perfect, unique creation. My gun doesn't have to be unique. I'm unique. That's more than enough uniqueness for me. I like the G&P. I got it at a good price. It is a nice little gun. It performs superbly. If that's what you're looking for in your airsoft loadout, then by all means, go for a G&P. You can get them, again, in the bottom of the description is links to shops that I know that at least have them, or at least carry them. If you're wanting to buy one of these and pimp it out with all that Mad Bull and frickin' all that frickin' other shit, then by all means, go for it. But don't expect me to frickin' slam up one of these guns and go, oh, look at my frickin' Frankenstein, because I'm not going to. But anyway, that's it. Ratings time. Because it's my primary, I'm going to be a little biased here. I am going to give it a 9 out of 10. There is, of course, the issue with the battery, which is pretty much it. But if you're fine with LiPo, then this would run like a dream for you. If you're fine with buying the bigger batteries that cost like 20-30 quid a pop like I have to, then it's fine. But using the crane stock to try and make it fit, you're going to run out of power pretty quick. And of course, it being really close to that 350 limit, it's kind of a jaw clencher for some people. But for me, not a big issue. My site's pretty good about these sort of things, as long as I make sure I chrono it and I don't get lackadaisical in my maintenance, make sure my gun is clean and taken care of, which it is, then it's fine. So I'm going to give the G&P URX Shorty SR16 a 9 out of 10. Cracking little gun. Deserves some attention if you're out there. But if you're one of those TM junkies, then by all means keep going with your TM stuff. But that's it. Join me again for another ASP Airsoft review. Do please note that we do shooting tests, but I have to wait for the weather to be reasonable because I like to do shooting tests outdoors. So, yeah, stay tuned for shooting tests. Please continue to comment and subscribe. And, yep, peace out. See you later.